representation of a galvanic cell or notation of a galvanic cell. How to write the representation or notation of a galvanic cell? This is the question, and in this video lecture we discuss about how to represent or how to write the representation of the galvanic cell or notation of the galvanic cell using a solve bridge. So I think this video is very important and interesting for you. So watch this video till the end and understand the full topic of the representation or notation of galvanic cell. Hi everybody, I am Atanu Betal, and before starting this video lecture I would like to remind you that if you are coming to watch this video first time from this channel, then you need to subscribe this channel. You can subscribe this channel right now and press the notification button to get the new video upload notification. We start our discussions regarding the representation of or notation of the galvanic cell. You know, galvanic cell is a device where two separate beakers are present, and in two separate halves the oxidation and reduction takes place, and in galvanic cell the electrical energy is produced from the chemical energy. Suppose if we represent a galvanic cell, one beaker and another one beaker, here a zinc rod, Zn rod is dipped into the zinc sulfate solution, zinc sulfate aqueous solution, and suppose here we take a copper rod or copper metal strip, Cu rod, and we take it in copper sulfate aqueous solution. So we dip two electrode, zinc electrode and copper electrode, zinc rod and copper rod, in their aqueous solution of the electrolyte, aqueous solution of the electrolyte zinc sulfate and copper sulfate, and this is the key, and this is the flow of current I, and direction of the flow of electron is this one. Okay, this is the representation of a galvanic cell. Two beakers and zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate aqueous solution and copper rod dipped in copper sulfate aqueous solution. This is galvanometer. Deflection of this needle indicates the production of electricity, and this one is key, and this one is flow of current direction I, and this one is direction of the electron flow. In this case we use a U-shaped tube, this one, which is called solve bridge, and it is KCl solve bridge. In this solve bridge, here porous plug is in the mouth of this U-shaped tube. Okay, so this one is called solve bridge, and solve bridge connecting the two beakers. Okay, in this way we can represent a galvanic cell, which is also called the Daniell cell. Daniell cell, when zinc and copper sulfate solution reaction takes place in a galvanic cell, this one is called Daniell cell. So in this case of the galvanic cell, this one is the anode. This one means left hand side is the anode and right hand side is cathode. Cathode, anode and cathode. In the anode, oxidation takes place. Here oxidation occurs. And here reduction is occurring. Okay, in left hand side it is anode and right hand side electrode is called cathode. Okay, so right now what reactions are taking place at cathode and anode? At cathode means reduction taking place, where copper 2 plus gain 2 electron, copper 2 plus aqueous solution gain 2 electron to convert it copper solid. This is the reaction of the cathode. In cathode, reduction is taking place where copper 2 plus reduces to copper, and at anode oxidation occur, means here zinc solid oxidizes to zinc 2 plus aqueous with 2 electron. Okay, so this is the reaction at cathode and reaction occurring at anode. For this Daniell cell or for this galvanic cell, copper 2 plus changes to copper and zinc changing to zinc is changing into zinc 2 plus, means its oxidation takes place at anode, oxidation takes place, and at cathode reduction takes place at cathode, and at anode oxidation taking place. So right now if we want to represent this galvanic cell, okay, right now this is the negative one, this is the positive one. Okay, electron flow in this direction, current flow in this direction, negative sign, positive sign. So in this case, if we want to represent the galvanic cell by notation, what we write? We write this representation as, at first we write the oxidation half, then vertical line that means indicating the Sol bridge. This vertical line means Sol bridge, and after that reduction half. This is the representation of the or notation of the galvanic cell process of representing galvanic cell. Okay, right now in this galvanic cell we are seeing that oxidation occurring at anode, and the oxidizing form is zinc solid oxidizes to zinc 2 plus aqueous. We are seeing here that zinc solid is oxidizing into zinc 2 plus. So as a result, oxidation half is defined as zinc solid to zinc 2 plus aqueous. Then in the reduction half, copper 2 plus aqueous changed into copper solid. So we represent it as copper 2 plus aqueous to Cu solid. Okay, copper 2 plus aqueous to Cu solid. So this is the representation of this galvanic cell. Zinc and copper sulfate reaction. The representation of the galvanic cell is zinc to zinc 2 plus, Sol bridge, copper 2 plus to copper. Okay, this is the representation of this galvanic cell. Similarly, you can represent the other galvanic cell also. Okay, so oxidation half should be always in the left hand corner, and reduction half should always be in the right hand corner. And in the oxidation half, means anode anode reaction occur, and in the reduction half cathode reaction occur, and both the half, oxidation half and reduction half, is separated by a Scholl bridge. Scholl bridge is represented here. We take some other examples where we represent the cell, galvanic cell, using the Scholl bridge. We take some other examples. Suppose in a cell this reaction is occurring, copper plus silver nitrate to copper nitrate plus silver. So this one, silver plus AgNO3 to copper nitrate plus silver. Silver solid is forming, copper is changing copper nitrate and silver is forming. In this reaction, if we want to represent this galvanic cell where silver nitrate solution and copper is taken, that time we represent the galvanic cell as what is, at first we need to know at cathode. At cathode which reaction is occurring? Cathode means reduction half, cathode means reduction half. So reduction here, silver plus is changing into silver solid. This is the reaction at cathode, and reaction at anode. At anode the reduction of oxidation occur, oxidation takes place, and copper solid oxidizes to copper 2 plus 2 electron. Okay, so we represent this cell, means where copper and silver nitrate reaction occurring. In that cell we represent the galvanic cell as oxidation half at the left hand side. Which one is oxidized? Copper. So copper, one single vertical line, and copper 2 plus double vertical line which is representing Scholl bridge, and after that silver plus aqueous and silver solid. Silver plus changing into silver solid. So in this way we represent this galvanic cell. This is the notation of this galvanic cell: copper solid to copper 2 plus silver to silver. This is the representation of this galvanic cell. And if in this case the concentration of the copper sulfate solution is fixed, that time you can write the concentration of the copper sulfate solution here. And if the concentration of the silver nitrate solution is known, that time you can represent here the information that 0.01 molar. In this way you can represent the concentration of the copper 2 plus and silver plus, or this type of electrolyte solution concentration, and in between the solid and aqueous solution of the metal you can also represent a comma like this one. A comma can also be used between this oxidation means metal and its electrolytic solution to write it, and you can represent it in total means copper solid, copper sulfate solution 0.1 m, and silver nitrate 0.01 m to silver solid. You can write this one, you can write this one, you can write also this one. Okay, in this way you can represent this cell. In this galvanic cell, copper is dipped in copper sulfate solution, and a silver plate is dipped in silver nitrate solution. So in this galvanic cell, the representation of the galvanic cell is copper to copper sulfate, this one is salt bridge, this one is silver nitrate and silver. So when in two beakers, where in the left hand beaker copper metal is dipped in copper sulfate solution, and in the right hand beaker silver metal is dipped in silver nitrate solution, that time representation of the galvanic cell is this one. Okay, representation of the galvanic cell is this one. Similarly, you can represent some other galvanic cell using the chemical reactions of the overall chemical reaction of the galvanic cell. If you know the overall chemical reaction of the galvanic cell, then you can represent the galvanic cell or write the notation of the galvanic cell. We take another example to represent the galvanic cell. Suppose this is the reaction, means 2Al plus 3 zinc 2 plus 2Al3 plus and 3 zinc solid. This is the reaction of the galvanic cell. This reaction is occurring in a galvanic cell, and we have to represent the galvanic cell, or we have to write the notation of this galvanic cell. That time what do we use? We use here the oxidation half, aluminium to aluminium 3 plus, that is the oxidation, and zinc 2 plus to zinc, that is the reduction half, and aluminium to aluminium 3 plus, that is the oxidation half. So oxidation half represent first aluminium solid to aluminium 3 plus aqueous, then double line, use vertical 2 lines, then use zinc 2 plus to zinc solid. So this one is the representation of this galvanic cell, or notation of this galvanic cell, aluminium solid to aluminium 3 plus and zinc 2 plus changing to zinc. This is the representation of this galvanic cell. Okay, we take another one example to represent the galvanic cell. You can change it also from this representation to overall reaction. You can change it also. This is also a very good question, that how can we change this representation or notation of the galvanic cell to its overall galvanic cell reactions. You just write two halves, means reaction taking place at cathode, reaction taking place at anode, and then by addition of these two halves you can get these overall reactions. Okay, now we take another one example to represent the galvanic cell. Suppose this one is another reaction, and the reaction is nickel silver plus to nickel 2 plus and 2 Ag. And in this case, if we want to represent this galvanic cell, we have to identify the oxidation hub. This one, nickel is losing electron, so this one is oxidation hub, nickel to nickel 2 plus, and silver plus to silver. This one is the reduction hub, because silver plus is gaining one electron to change it to silver. So in this case the representation should be like this. Oxidation means nickel solid is changing into nickel 2 plus. Nickel solid is changing into nickel 2 plus aqueous. If there is any concentration of the nickel sulfate solution, then write in this bracket what is the concentration of the nickel sulfate solution. And after that, silver plus aqueous is changing into silver solid. So this is the total representation of this galvanic cell. Where this reaction is taking place, nickel plus 2 Ag plus to nickel 2 plus and 2 Ag. In this case the representation of the cell is like nickel to nickel 2 plus, and I am missing here salt bridge here, and after that silver plus and silver plus to silver. This is the representation of this galvanic cell or notation of this galvanic cell. So I think you understand this topic, that how to represent a galvanic cell or how to write the notation of a galvanic cell. And if you have still any question regarding this topic, then you can ask me in the comment section below. I would definitely answer your question or problems. Thank you for watching this discussion. If you have if you face any difficulty in doing the cell representation, then follow this details procedure and you can easily understand that how to write the notation or representation of a galvanic cell. Thank you for watching these discussions, and don't forget to subscribe this channel, and if you find this one is useful, then you can also recommend it to your friend or other. That's it.